And welcome. We'll just wait for one more minute while everybody else joins, and then we can get started on today's webinar. Okay, we just got a few more people joining now. Okay, fantastic. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Trainer, Head of Customer Success here at Minut, and welcome to our second customer educational webinar of the series. Today, we'll be focusing on our new devices and dashboards. So we've had a few new releases to announce today, as we recently launched our water leak sensor, our network gateways, and hardwired solutions, of which we'll talk you through on today's session. We'll also cover how you can best utilize our reporting and dashboards to ensure minimal downtime from unmonitored homes or offline devices. So hopefully by the end of today's webinar, you'll leave feeling inspired on how you can expand your home monitoring solutions with Minut, whilst ensuring you know how to keep on top of issues such as Wi-Fi, unmonitored homes, and offline devices. So without further ado, on today's agenda we have an overview of hardware, our M3 and water leak sensor, before moving on to managing offline and unmonitored homes. We'll touch on our reporting and device health, and also look at some battery management and Wi-Fi management solutions that we have for you. But before we dive in, it'd be great to get an understanding of the different types of customers that we have on the call with us today, with our first of 3 poll questions. So what best describes your setup today? Is it A, a single property host? Is it B, I manage a few listings? C, I'm growing fast? Or D, I run a large operation? So we'll pause for a brief 60 seconds to give everyone a chance to answer on today's call. Okay, we quite interestingly enough have a cross-section of people. It seems like single property hosts and people that manage a few listings are neck and neck. Okay, we've had 90% of attendance answer, so we will move on to our next slide. So before we dive into some of the new stuff, let's take it back to the old school and begin today's call with a recap of our M3 sensor, which is really at the heart of everything we do here at Minut. For those loyal Minut customers on today's call, you'll already be familiar with our M3 sensor. Although for those of you that are joining us for the first time today, let's take a quick look at what's on offer. So our M3 sensor is the foundation of our monitoring system. It's durable with a rechargeable battery that lasts for up to a year on a single charge, depending on usage. Or if you prefer a maintenance-free setup, it now also supports hardwiring via AC or power over Ethernet, which we will be covering later on today's call. Installation couldn't be easier. No tools, no wiring, just peel, stick, and connect through the Minut app. Whether you're managing 1 property or 100, the M3 sensor makes setup and scaling quick and effortless. Our sensor tracks noise, motion, temperature, humidity, cigarette smoke, and even occupancy levels. So you're alerted to potential issues like parties, smoking, or uncomfortable conditions before they escalate, allowing you to stay 1 step ahead of any potential issues. It can also detect tampering, recognize other alarms like CO2 or fire, and even works outdoors with wind filtering technology. All of this helps you to protect your property, maintain guest comfort, and avoid costly damage without ever needing to invade guests' privacy. And by way of a friendly reminder, we have exportable PDF reports for all of our monitoring settings available for you. All right, so you know us for our smart noise and disturbance monitoring. But as we've worked with more and more operators, especially those that are scaling fast, we've heard the same thing again and again. With fast-paced growth comes increased operational challenges. Over the last year, our customers have been telling us about other problems that aren't as visible, like water damage, unreliable Wi-Fi, or unmonitored homes slipping through the cracks, which have all been impactful on guest experience. We've listened to your feedback, and today we are excited to show you how Minut is evolving to help solve those problems for you. With new hardware, new tools, but all within the same platform that you love and trust. All right, it's come around quickly, but we are here at our second quick poll check-in question for today. So, how prepared are you for water damage in your listings? A, I've experienced a major leak before, but never again. B, we try and stay ahead, but it's not perfect. C, we haven't had any issues yet, but we'd like to get ahead. Or D, we've never really thought about it. So again, we'll pause for a brief 60 seconds to give everybody a chance to answer on today's call. Okay, perfect. So it looks like we've got a few people that have fortunately never experienced a major leak, which is great. Okay, so moving on to the main event. First off, we're excited to announce our newest hardware solution, water leak detection. It's the only hardware that we hope you'll never hear from, but when you do, it means you've avoided a very expensive indoor swimming pool. A recent UK study covering 20,000 residential buildings showed that over 50% of units experienced at least one leak per month. From these 20,000 units, studies showed that insurance claims for escape of water average approximately £2,368 per claim. For Airbnb hosts especially, water damage is considered to be one of the top risks in causing potential damage to homes. The cost of repairs ranges from minor repairs of taps and pipes all the way through to floorboards or ceiling repairs, extensive drying, and full renovation works. Damaged homes can lead to loss of revenue from cancelled or relocated bookings whilst repairs take place. Average repair costs range between £100 to £150 for minor leaks, up to major flooding repairs in excess of £2,500. The most common cause of water leaks are plumbing failures from pipes, toilets, or appliances like dishwashers, but major flooding from overflowing bathtubs or showers as a result of careless guest behavior is actually more common than you would think in some short-term rental properties. That's why it made sense to add an extra level of security to your home with our water leak sensor. Installing smart leak detection allows property managers and owners to catch issues early and reduce damage costs. Alerts are triggered as soon as the sensor detects water, with notifications being sent directly to your Minut app, desktop, and email. The sensor itself will emit an alarm to notify any of the guests that are currently in-house of the water pooling. There's no wiring or tools required. It truly is a drop and done setup, designed to be up and running within seconds. Unlike our other hardware, there's no need to charge this one, as all of our sensors are shipped and pre-installed with batteries with a 5-year lifespan. Install your sensor in areas where water is likely to pool, such as under appliances like fridges, washing machines, air conditioning units, or dishwashers, or near plumbing fixtures like sinks or taps, or in unused spaces that aren't regularly checked, such as basements, cellars, or underneath floorboards that have hidden water pipes. There are some important things to remember when setting up your sensor. The water leak detector must be installed within 10 meters of an M2 or M3 sensor to receive real-time alerts. The sensor cannot be used outdoors. And finally, it is essential to test your sensor once it has been installed. This can be done by placing the metal probes into water to complete the test and ensure the notification is sounded. An event will then appear in the log within your Minut web app, and this means that the process is now complete. So, having the correct hardware is one thing, but it's more important to ensure that your homes are online for consistent monitoring all year round. We know fleet management at scale can be tough, and we're always working to find ways to drive actionable outcomes from our software to ensure that you can easily be on top of everything across your entire portfolio. Our reporting functionality is aimed to give you a high-level overview of your hardware's performance and upkeep. So we'll now take a look at how our reporting functionality can help you stay on top of things with your team. Another one of our new additions from the Minut team this month is our portfolio analytics. We had customers telling us that they use their Minut to get a sense of Wi-Fi strength without their homes, which we briefly touched upon in last month's webinar. As you told us you wanted an easier and quicker way to see which units were unmonitored or needed charging, we've built it for you. Our portfolio analytics report gives property managers true transparency into their device health. You can easily spot unmonitored homes or offline units, monitor Wi-Fi health, and ensure all of your units are properly integrated with your property management software. This means you can act quickly and avoid missed coverage and get more value from your Minut investment. This report is especially useful for operators and teams managing multiple properties across various different geographies, giving them a centralized place to track unit readiness and connectivity across all locations. On this report, you're able to see the following: device health, which shows how many of your units are online, offline, or missing devices entirely. Wi-Fi health, which tracks how well each unit is connected to the Wi-Fi. Unmonitored units allows you to easily identify units that are currently not being monitored by Minut. And finally, the PMS integration status. So see what percentage of your property management system units are correctly linked to the Minut web app. We're now going to cross over live to the Minut web app to show you this functionality in a bit more detail. Okay, so here we are in the Minut web app. You should all be familiar with the initial dashboard. It's always the first landing screen that you land on when you log into the Minut app. From here, you want to navigate to reports. From reports, you can see our brand new portfolio analytics. Once you click on here, you'll see the initial banner over the top that gives a summary of unmonitored units, meaning those properties which currently have no device online or synced with a particular home. Units with poor Wi-Fi. So this is a combination of those homes with weak or no Wi-Fi signal, which is shown in this table here. And then finally, the integrated units. So meaning those that are integrated with a property management software. And please keep in mind that our PMS integrations are only available on our Pro offering. On these two shown graphs, device health and Wi-Fi health, properties are grouped together here via location or building, which can be set up via the Properties tab, shown here. In order to do so, create a new building or a location, you can do so as shown here. Okay, for reference on the Wi-Fi table, signal strength is categorized on the RSSI scale, which means Received Signal Strength Indicator. It's the most common way of measuring signal strength and makes it incredibly easy for everyone to understand. As you can see, we have various headings: excellent, good, fair, weak, no signal, and no device. Just to give you an indication on what each of these means. Excellent and good, these scores indicate a very strong signal strength, ideal for streaming, gaming, or video calls. A fair signal works for browsing emails and the internet, but it may lag on video games or streaming services. A weak signal is reliable, but frequently drops and has incredibly slow speed. No signal and no devices are relatively straightforward, meaning that there is no Wi-Fi signal in the home. This can also help on deciding the placement of your sensor in your home. If you do find that some of your properties are appearing with no or weak signal, but you are sure that the home has a strong Wi-Fi network throughout, this may also mean that you need to place your sensor closer towards the Wi-Fi. From these two tables, you can drill down further into specific actionable reports. If you click here, for example, View Details, it'll take you through to an exportable CSV report for your unmonitored units that has already been filtered by your specific building or location. For any homes that do not have an association with a building or a location, they will appear on the bottom here under a heading that says Not Grouped, where you can drill down further from there. The integration status. So the integration status table shows the number of listings, both active and not, in your property management software. When you click on the table, it'll take you straight through to the integrations page. From here, you can obviously filter by the status, whether it is active or not active, to see what is connected to your property management software. Those appearing with an active tag are correctly integrated. Those with no tag will need further review. We'll now go back to the presentation and I'll stop sharing my screen. And perfect. So hopefully that was helpful. And if anyone requires any additional information, please feel free to reach out to our support team. So having the correct hardware is one thing, but it's more important to ensure that your homes are online. We're not just stopping leaks today, we're plugging power problems as well. So keeping on top of your battery management can be another thing for you to do on your ever-growing to-do list for the operationals team. We're here to help you and make things easier for you and the team. So alongside with our new water leak detector, we're rolling out smarter ways to keep your Minut sensors running without you having to lift a finger. Whether it's our sensor swap feature for fast replacements or power over Ethernet or AC solutions for the cable-savvy property manager, we've got the requirements to match your property's needs. With these new solutions, you'll never receive a sensor offline notification again. And if you do, it means that someone has potentially intentionally unplugged the device. Starting with our first solution for more efficient battery management, we have sensor swap. This functionality allows you to immediately replace an offline sensor with a new fully charged one without losing your settings or data. Some of our largest customers purchase additional hardware, of which they keep on-site or in storage rooms with their housekeeping teams that allows them to assist in managing offline homes. This eliminates the team to visit a home, wait for the device to charge, and reduces the amount of waiting time that you're potentially paying these staff. Sensor swap lets you quickly replace a low battery sensor without reinstalling. Just enable it on your account and you have a fully powered sensor ready to go. Swap it to the new mounting place and within minutes you're done. The new sensor's green light, once this flashes, it means everything's live and okay. It's free to activate on your account. To activate sensor swap, from the web app, go to settings and toggle on sensor swap. Or from your mobile app, go to settings, organization, and toggle on sensor swap from there. Please note that only those people with the role of team admin are able to make these changes on their own account. Our second solution for more efficient battery management are our adapter kits, available in either AC or PoE options. These solutions are ideal for hosts who don't want to think about battery management at all, as once it's installed, no more work is needed to be done whatsoever. The AC power option is designed for direct connection to the mains electricity by using a connector block. This is built for permanent, always-on installs and helps eliminate the need for battery changes across your entire portfolio. PoE, or power over Ethernet, lets you power the device and provides network connectivity through a single Ethernet cable. It's great for larger installations or where you want to centralize uninterrupted power without needing any nearby outlets or additional routers for Wi-Fi. These solutions are particularly impactful for property managers who have longer-term lets or properties which are in continually high demand with high guest turnover, where it may be difficult for you to gain access. To ensure your hardware remains secure and tamper-free, we've also released our wired mounting kits, which are the ideal way for you to safely fix your device to the ceiling when using one of our PoE or AC adapters. Standard battery mode offers flexibility but requires regular attention and additional operational coordination. Wired mounting kits reduce the need for you to change or swap devices, meaning you can monitor your home 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We've heard from customers that they wanted a more permanent solution, so we've designed a wired mounting kit specifically for the M3 device. Our mounting kits include 3 key parts: a USB cable, an adapter, which is available in either PoE or AC, and our mounting bracket. The mounting bracket ensures your device sits flush, neatly to the ceiling or wall, and is compatible with most ceiling junction boxes. If you value reliable, minimal upkeep, and uninterrupted monitoring, hardwiring is by far the superior choice, especially for hosts or property managing professionals who want to minimize operational costs. The device will remain powered at all times, eliminating the need to monitor battery levels or schedule recharging. In regional rental properties in high demand, when uninterrupted monitoring is crucial, this ensures continuous operations. Now, let's take a look at some of our new Wi-Fi solutions. A stable Wi-Fi connection is at the backbone of your Minut system. It ensures that alerts are instant, data is accurate, and you can manage everything without setting foot on site. Without it, essentially you're flying blind. A stable internet connection is essential for Minut devices in order to provide real-time alerts and insights, continuous monitoring and data syncing, ensuring remote device management, and improved accuracy and efficiency for your monitoring settings. We've heard from many of our customers, especially those managing larger properties or operating spaces where the Wi-Fi connection is unreliable, that finding a building-wide solution to support their needs has been tough. For example, in some multi-unit buildings, PoE is not a suitable option in each home, and the only Wi-Fi available is in the main office, or there is a guest network that requires consistent re-authentication. That's why we built the Minut Cellular Gateway, a sleek plug-and-play device that uses cellular data to keep your Minut sensors online, even in the most challenging of setups. The Minut Cellular Gateway provides reliable, always-on connectivity to your Minut sensors. Even in properties with no Wi-Fi or restricted networks, it uses secure 4G with a global SIM and supports up to 100 sensors on a single device. Its network can cover approximately 30 meters surrounding the device. But like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, building materials can impact the signal strength and range. For specific needs, please get in touch with our team and we'd be happy to assess the suitability and installation requirements needed for you. Installation, again, is incredibly simple and is plug and play using either USB-C or power over Ethernet cables. No IT support is needed. It makes it ideal for vacation rentals, multifamily housing, and commercial buildings where guest networks are not an option to support your Minut devices. Some general tips for when you're installing Wi-Fi include: use strong, consistent Wi-Fi in each room with a sensor. Avoid placing sensors near Wi-Fi dead zones or heavy appliances. And when all else fails, consider using the Minut Gateway as a backup. Okay, so we are now at our third and final check-in poll question for the day. So we've walked through a handful of exciting new updates. Each of these are designed to make managing your properties even smarter, safer, and more seamless. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Out of everything we've covered on today's call, which of these new solutions are you most excited to explore further? Would it be the brand new water leak sensor, our always connected cellular gateway, the powerful new portfolio analytics dashboard, or one of our flexible wired mounting kits? So we'll take a second to vote. Please use your feedback to shape the information that we'll share with you following today's call. It looks like quite an even split at the moment between portfolio analytics and our wired mounting kits, which is good to hear. Okay, great. We've had about 85% of the audience reply. So now we'll move on to a live Q&A for the call. So throughout today's webinar, some of you have been asking questions in the chat. The chat is readily available and monitored by the Minut team. So today or moving forward, please feel free to answer any questions, pop anything in the chat. If we don't have the time to cover it on today's call, we'll be sure to send you a follow-up email with any information required. Okay, thanks for joining, Christian. We'll see you later. Okay, I'll just have a look through some of these questions and pick out a few examples. All right, so is the water leak sensor something you'd install in every unit or just higher risk spots? So most of our customers start with placing them in the problem areas. If you have a leaky dishwasher or a tap that's a bit problematic, start there and then move further afield. So under sinks, near washing machines, or anywhere where water is likely to damage your pool is the ideal environment for the sensor. We've had customers also ask us about air conditioning leaks, which in theory, as long as there is a leak, the sensor should be able to detect it. So it is incredibly versatile. Okay, so do I need to have the normal Minut sensor in the same home I want to install a water leak sensor in? Yes. You will need either the M3 or M2 device installed. It needs to be approximately within 10 meters, a maximum of 10 meters away from that device. So if, for example, you have a unique place in the home, a basement or a cellar, and that's a bit further away from the main location where you have your sensor, then we would suggest purchasing another M3 or M2 sensor and installing it in that specific environment to help you out. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay, Alexander has asked, do we have the cellular gateway available in Canada? Yes. In short, the cellular gateway comes with a pre-installed SIM. It's supported by the 4G network. It gives you global coverage and it works in most countries where we can deliver our devices. There's a small number of countries where coverage may not be supported. If you have a specific location or country in mind, you can reach out to our support team, hello@Minut, and ask them there. They can send you a comprehensive list as a follow-up from today as well. Okay, we have a question here from Alana at Short Stay Rentals. Okay, fantastic. So can I mix and match power options across my portfolio? Like some using PoE adapter and some using normal battery? Yes, yes again. So you can absolutely mix and match. It's based essentially on your property's needs. So if you do have a property that is regularly turned over, you're happy to do sensor swap, your operational team are within close proximity to that location, by all means, feel free to keep using the battery. If you have, let's say, a regional chalet that's a bit more out of the way, people tend to stay for maybe 2-3 months in length, that's the perfect environment that you won't necessarily use one of our wide mounting kits. If also your tenants tend to be 12 months, 18 months longer AST tenants, they are perfect as well, the wide mounting kits in these homes. Okay, Simon has asked, what do you mean by the mesh network? Okay, great question. The easiest way to describe it is a bit like a spider web. So the cellular gateway creates a private network and your Minut sensors can link directly into it through nearby sensors. So essentially, if there's one sensor here, it creates a link and that's how the network growth is supported. So it can support up to 100 sensors that can stay online without each one needing its own Wi-Fi network for you to sync to individually. So this is what makes it possible to cover multiple units in a single connection point. Especially this is useful for hotels, multifamily developments, people that have a large number of apartments that are supported within one building. The gateway is the perfect solution for you. Okay, so how long does it take to get these products shipped and installed? Okay, fair enough. The water leak sensor is ready to go, ready to be shipped straight away. Shipping time will always depend on the location, similar to any other postage and handling times. Our first batch of wide mounting kits sold out super fast, so we're taking orders for the next shipment. Some of these will be in production, so if you have any expression of interest, please reach out to your customer success manager, or if you don't have an allocated CSM, our support team are happily on hand to help out. So that's hello@minut.com. They'll be able to help you from there. Let's have a look. I think we might have time for one more quick question. Okay, this one seems to be about reporting. When drilling down into problem Wi-Fi issues and selecting weak units on the page, it doesn't easily show which units are weak. So there's no coloring or filter to find the weak sensors from there. But what you can do is, we totally agree. Our product team, this is very much a V1. We value your feedback. We encourage your feedback. We want to hear from our customers to see how we can do better and provide solutions that work for you guys. So give it a go, jump in, find out the report. We'll be adding new filters and improving how these can be navigated as we develop out the feature set. So please, like, your feedback does not go into a black hole. It is heard, respected, and valued by everyone here at Minut. Okay, thank you very much. That's all we have time for. And it's been an absolute pleasure. And hopefully we'll see you all again next month. See you later.